to know about the most, they should be excited for the most, what would that be?
Mine is the live music. I love the live music out in the festival area. We have several bands that are coming this weekend. When you get here, pick up one of these. This has your exact schedule on it. The back tells the schedule of all the live events, the music and everything. And on the back is the map with the parade routes on there.
You guys
with
are
all 4
prepared.
parades. That's right. So find one of these when you get here and it's your go-to. So, but yeah, the live music is probably my favorite.
Mine is the kids. So we do a lot of things for the kids. Like last night, we kicked everything off with family fun night. So the kids got to ride unlimited rides for $20. Nice. So that's really fun for the kids. The kids ride the carnival all weekend. And then on Sunday, we have the children's parade where the kids actually get to be in the parade. And I feel like that's really what starts people to love the Mardi Gras Upriver Crew of Hebe event and keeps people involved. When the kids get to ride the floats on Sunday, they want to do it when they grow up. They want to keep doing that. So that's how we keep this alive, is allowing those kids to be a part of this as it comes forward.
Very cool.
Good answer.
That's a really great answer.
I have lots of favorites, but since this is my first year not on the board in like 13 years, I'm really looking forward to actually enjoying every single bit of it with the besties and family and riding in all the parades and just having a good time and not running anything. So I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
Mine is going to be the whole event itself. Being on the parade route, the pre-parade, I said that in Shreveport was my favorite part. But honestly, like walking downtown, going from Annie Skinner's to the beer garden, to the carnival, to the vendors, all of it is a fun. It's all one big party, and you have to be here to witness it. So
Absolutely.
And it has to feel good when you walk in someone and everybody's like, "Oh, hell the king!" Because it's going to happen all weekend.
It definitely does. And being king this year has been so much more than I ever could have dreamed of. The board has been super supportive. The community's been supportive. And it is. You walk in somewhere and they're like, "Oh, hell the king." And it's like, okay, guys.
What you don't know is once a king, always a king.
Yes.
Never ends.
Let me ask you, what was your reaction whenever you very first found out that you were going to be king? And how that made, like, how'd that go about?
So it was kind of a funny story. It was just an overwhelming, like, joy, and I was around a bunch of my friends and they're like, "What? Like, you're the king of what?" They don't understand until they come and witness it. And my friends have really gotten to witness it this year with me being a big part of the crew. So it's an amazing thing. So, and get involved, get plugged in with the crew of Hebe, and maybe you could be king.
Absolutely. Let me ask you. So maybe I like this guy as king as we have here. Let me ask you. So what got you into the crew of Hebe? Wherever you started, how did that process come?
Also a funny story. I did not attend a meeting, and I believe it was Beverly Bradley that apparently nominated me for the crew or for the board. And here we are 15 years later. But it's been a huge blessing, and you are involved in the community and you're giving back and you're helping everything around the town and just keeping it alive.
So I have a fun story on that. So Mardi Gras Upriver was designed to help our local businesses in a dry part of the season. Tourism kind of slopes in January. So I'm only 23 years old now, but I got involved 22 years ago. My parents have done a float. It started with a four-wheeler pulling a small trailer. And now, we have this massive float, massive sound system, and it's just evolved. And every year, this is something on our calendar that we look forward to.
That's really cool. And that's a really...
He is literally one that was in the children's parade and has been part of this event. I've watched him since he was teeny tiny. And he wanted to be in it all the time. He was always Mr. Mardi Gras. He loved it from the time he was a little kid. So that was great.
Yeah, and now he is. That's so fun. Let me ask you, how have you seen this parade evolve over the years? So whenever you guys started going to kind of what you guys are bringing now, how has it changed?
It's changed, not a ton, but just enough. Just little upgrades like that, like the family fun night. To our music was just, a little bitty teeny stage back there. Now we have the big tent and everything. And then the carnival, and we've always had the carnival, but it's kind of grown. The arts and crafts vendors, we didn't always have those. And those have grown from just a few to now we take up a whole street. So it's all basically been the same. It's just grown. And the community involvement has grown as well. Absolutely. We used to have a few little, we don't want you here. But now they see that it helps their businesses tremendously. All these people come into town.
Yep.
That's the biggest part. Like I said, when you round that corner and you see all the people on the street, it's just like, wow. And they're all spending their money in our town.
That's awesome. And that's got to be a good feeling.
And I think one other thing that's probably changed or improved over the years is we now have some very competitive floats against each other.
Yes.
And so we
Yes.
fight to win the trophy.
Yeah.
And that makes our floats 10 times better because we're like, our two crews have been back and forth for first place for many years. And like, we want to take them down.
Absolutely.
So that helps too. And then the people love seeing that because now these floats are like out of
Gorgeous.
control
Yeah.
and they're brand new every year. So when they see us around the corner, they're like, oh, they didn't know what was
And
coming.
it's right here in
And
Jefferson,
And it's
Texas.
right
Yeah.
here.
It's a
Yeah.
little
In this
small
tiny
town.
little town.
Yeah.
That
So,
is awesome.
yeah.
Now, how many years have you been a part of the crew for?
I've only been a part of the crew for 9 years. I've lived here my entire life. So I have a
Only
little
9
bit of a
years.
different story because I've lived here for my entire life. I've
Yeah.
never missed a Mardi Gras, never missed a parade, but I always looked at it from the lens of being able to participate and didn't really understood what went on to actually make something like this happen.
Mhm.
And so she and I are friends, and I was just hanging out with her one day because, I live here, and I got put to work. I got put to work, and immediately
Yeah.
I got put on the board. And then I'm also taking a year off of the board as well. But yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of work to get this event up and running.
Mhm.
And so kudos to all the people that volunteer. It doesn't go without notice that without everyone that lends a hand, the people that do have a good time wouldn't be able to do that. And I've seen it from both sides
Yeah.
because I was involved before where I didn't do anything but have a great time. And now I see that, it's still fun, but there's work that has to be done.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let me ask you, is there any moments, you said that over 9 years, is there any moments that have stuck out to you in your kind of path to where we're here now?
Yes. So I've been running the souvenir booth for 7 years.
Mhm.
And last year was the biggest year for the entire Crew of Hebe souvenir booth. And so now, like talking about the competitiveness, my goal is just to beat myself over and over and over
Yeah.
again. And so trying to, stay with the times and find things that are relevant that people want to buy. And so that's kind of my aha moment is just really making sure that we provide people with things that they need while they're here, that they want to purchase, that show who we are, like the 1989. So Crew of Hebe was established in 1989. The first Mardi Gras was in 1990.
Mhm.
So we've really kind of taken on that 1989 established, and it's our branding, and people recognize it and they see it and they now know who we are. So they're not only wearing this stuff at Mardi Gras, they're wearing it year round. And that helps our crew to grow and people to know who we are.
That is awesome. That is so cool. And I love the story of it all, right? I love that one, we got to see one of the floats earlier. Hopefully you guys were watching on TV when we got to see that. And if you guys are competing and trying to beat that float, I know you guys are doing a good job. But I know that I know, but that just means that the type of floats that the people are going to see when they come here, every single one is going to be absolutely drop dead gorgeous because it's going to be so cool. Now, what time should people get here? How does this event or yeah, literally. But no, for I know we have parades today. We have parades this weekend. Kind of give us the timeline of how that all goes down.
So the parade tonight starts at 7. I would get here at 5 but the music starts at 7. The parade starts at 7. All the vendors will be set up by noon. The food vendors. I used to always love to come down here, and that was my lunch on Friday is the food vendors. So that will all be set up this afternoon. Saturday, you need to get here early. The weather is going to be perfect.
Yeah.
We do not have a lot of parking in this town, and the parade starts at 1:45. You need to be in place by 12.
Yeah.
So you need to park by 10:30 or 11. So get here early. The
Love
crowds
that.
will be huge.
There you guys go. Look, we have so much that we have kind of looked into today and everything. Is there anything that we've missed or anything that you guys would like to gloss over before we wrap things up? Safety. I'm hearing safety in the background. Let's hear. Who wants to talk about safety? You want to talk about safety? Here, let's walk over here. Let's talk about obviously.
This is ironic.
I do think that it's so important though that everybody, whenever we get into the safety of Mardi Gras, that obviously everyone wants to have a great time, but you guys put so much effort into making sure it's a safe, fun time. So talk to us about that.
Yeah, so along the parade route, there's going to be barricades. There's going to be walkers on the float. There's going to be drivers of the float. Hey, if they say get out of the way, it's probably because they're making a big turn or, we want to come there. Don't run up towards the float. Stay at your spot. Yell, wave your hands, whatever it needs, but don't get in the way of our floats, because a lot of times our drivers can't see. So stay on the sidewalk, in the crowd, a safe distance. If you see something, say something. There's plenty of crew security around. And there'll be plenty of police officers here.
Absolutely. And I think it's also a fair thing just to mention, I didn't realize this was actually a problem, but apparently don't throw the beads back at the people in the float. Yeah, do not do that. Apparently, I was thinking, guys, keep it for yourself. You guys, they threw them to you for a reason. Keep everything you guys have. And of course, just, like you said, stay behind the barrier, stay safe. Never get too close to those to the floats, obviously. And but look, we've had a great time.
Yeah,
here in
and one
Jefferson.
more thing. So Sunday after the children's parade, if you meet right here at the beer garden or souvenir booth, we'll come throw everything that we have left. So we have some cool throws saved for y'all. So Sunday after the parade, meet at beer garden.
There you go. There's a little sneak peek for everyone watching, and making sure you guys are here at the beer garden or at the souvenir shop.
Correct.
Yes, after the parade, and you guys will get a little something extra.
Thanks.
Cool. There we go, guys. Thank you guys for joining us this morning.
Yeah.
And we hope that you guys have a happy and healthy rest of your day.